Okay, so we're removing the beds. And the reason for that is because, as I said earlier, we need to remove this back wall with the sheeting. And they're quite easy. I mean, they're just a nut and bolt types of arrangement. 4 of them. Very, very easy compared to what I had to do with the Millard. Now this side I think is actually quite dry. I mean, there's a little bit of dampness there, but this is going to be the pain point. So that's the ply that we'll replace. And there you can see there's the actual sheeting, and in there's the sandwich material. Okay. So it's going to be interesting. So we're going to take the floorings off at any rate. Get rid of the rot now. Hopefully it won't turn into months of work. Okay, so we'll take these off. Right.
A few kilos in between the 2 beds in there.
Yeah. That's pretty good. At least on the edging here it looks half decent. There's also been a little bit of a hole here. But all the rest looks alright. Oh yeah, a little bit of rot there. It's just on the corner here where it's joining. Just don't need to worry about keeping this. Yeah, that's that bit there. Although it's just this frame here, that's all it is.
Yeah.
There's nothing much there.
No.
This one's okay, which is probably the main one.
Yeah.
No, Ma. Where's the spatula? There's... Hold on. We've got to get this side. Wait a second. This side's dry. Yeah.
The frame is dry.
Oh, that's a bonus.
There's a water in there.
Just a bit of water there, yeah.
We'll reinforce it.
That's okay. They're easy fixes. If you want to take that bit out, probably need to get the back.
It's not the back.
No, there's a little bit on the side here, which is
but
typical water damage here. Oh yeah, I see how they do it. Yeah, wow. In fact, you can see how much water there is here. Look at that.
Oh yeah. And that's from where it comes from, that one, Carl.
Here, you can see the water trail here. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Coming down. Ah, there we are. There's a drop there.
Yeah, so it's running from the top. I know where it's running from.
Yeah, so it's still got water ingress. No Caravan is waterproof.
Yeah. That's not from.
Oh, okay, so it's running through the back wall here, and then coming through. All right.
No drama to see that one.
Yep. But this timber underneath, aside from now the wet right in the corner there, although what's that joining to? What's this one joining to? This one right down the bottom. See this one here?
Yeah.
It almost that's the that's joining to the
I wonder why they never put the drain hole in there. You know? I know they're not supposed to be.
yeah, same issue with mine.
Okay.
I need to see if I can see anything.
It's not rot.
There's no
No rot. It's not rot.
no, it seems to be leaking, like I said, from about here.
It's in the jai. On the it's coming from the jai.
Yeah, here it's wet. That's all wet here. Timber's got a bit of wet spots there. Yeah, it needs to be sealed up nicely. It's like I always say, you look at most Caravan Renos and it's the front and the rear panels that seem to have most of the damage. And I also noticed, in fact here it is, little water drop there as well coming through. So we need to do that before we start having major water damage stains like there. So here's another.
Yeah.
And it just so happens to drop. Okay, so currently removing the flooring. Very difficult. It's all stuck into the grain. It's coming out slowly. Just cleaned up the floor, removed it. Using the heat gun has helped a little bit, although this stuff is like a paste, so you have to be kind of careful about how you remove this. So anyway, next steps would be to give it a bit of a sanding just to clean it up, and then to go to the outside and start fixing this issue as I showed beforehand with the water ingress. Once it's sealed and dry, then it should be okay. We'll pack it up. Some of these we'll just replace anyway. And this is it for the flooring. So the next step is to obviously put the sheeting back in. It's bringing back memories of my old Millard. So from the outside, we believe that these J rails may be the culprit. And if I look, I don't know if you can see that, but right in here, there is moisture there. So irrespective, it's got to get covered. And what we've done is we've put a tarp on the top to at least try and slow down the water leaking into the hatch there until we look at it. We're going to have to pull the hatch out, wait until there's a full weekend of sun, because it's not just pulling the hatch out and resealing it, it's actually also pulling the hatch apart and making sure it doesn't leak again. But anyway, this is going to be quite easy to replace. I think it's a 1200 by 2400 sheet that we've got to cut to size. 47393. Replace some of this rotted timber as I mentioned earlier. Wait till it all dries, then put the new sheeting back on. Go from there. I'm just going to be doing regular updates on this. I'm not going to actually be breaking it down as I had with the Millard. So as things progress during the week, the old man's going to be doing the work. I won't be around to film, so I'll just do weekly updates. So we decided to see if we can take this rail out. So basically we just got to remove all the screws. And again, doing it with one hand is not the best. So this J rail comes from this corner here all the way down to this junction here. So I think it's going to be perfect for us to have a look at taking this off. And once I've got that off, we'll look at the damage. Yeah, it's a whole lot of... So there you go, that's what it looks like. Oh, there we go, took the rail out. And yes, it is wet. You can see, oh yeah, you can see here. Oh, that's been gathering dirt between the outer sheet. You can see that. Wasn't sealing for anything. Right, we'll clean that up.
Yep.
So what's occurred really is that the old mastic has dried solid. No flexibility at all. Hard as rock. So we're going to clean all that up on both sides. And then we're going to go back to the Sikaflex that we use on the windows. So the J-rail on the inside has got this stuff which is completely solidified, absolutely useless now. Obviously it's been decades, but we'll need to clean all that up. Even the screwdriver can't take that off. Okay, and on the sides here, just clean all that up. You can see the dirt that's filled up. God, even that's not taking it out.
That's finished.
Yeah. And we'll continue cleaning. that all cleaned. As you can see here, just removing this top section there, and we've got more of the same hard mastic. So you've got the combination of the stuff becoming rock hard and not sealing, and then trapping stuff in between. See if we can get that one out. Can we say in a way that we can lose that one? Otherwise we're going to be in trouble if we don't take it out of that. Alright, I'll do that now. So we have a similar situation with the rail, where we need to scrape it all, so get rid of all that old dried up mastic. And to do that, I'm just using the scraper and just being fairly gentle with it, because obviously we don't want to bend. But just to give you an example, just scraping that across. Now, what we're going to do, edges are nice and clean. That's what we're using. It's all clean. Oh no, está tapado. Right, first piece of the Sikaflex. That should squeeze nicely out of the jar rail. Finished product. Sikaflex in place. You can see that's not going to leak at all. Takes a bit of effort, lots of cleaning to do. Look at this side. That's my son having a nice little argument with my mother. So, son and grandmother. Alright, so that's it. One less place for it to leak. Need to do this with the other side, windows and so on. This is the other side that we haven't done as yet. And so that's going to be the same mastic, but you can see all the gaps there. And it kind of gets worse as we head back down. There's the Millard. And you can see it starts getting quite a bit of gap. So that's the next one.